Two on the wall. Two now. No one out. Runner aboard. Two. And strike three. Wall goes down swinging. Disappointing for him. Runner's still on. Here comes Joe Muzio. One out. Pioneers trailing by 2. Here's Joe. One out. Bottom of the 6th. Ball 1 outside. Today, Muzio struck out and was hit by a pitch. Ball 2, just outside from Muzio. Two up. That one popped up. Should be the second out. Gorham getting under it. And he can't. It stays fair. Safe at second, so it's actually a single for Muzio. A very broken play. The tying run is now aboard. Lucas Phelps at the plate. Two one. Now here's Phelps, 2 aboard. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Phelps down early in the count. Fouled away. Phelps keeping alive. That one's flared and caught. That's out number 2. That's going to bring up Gil Murad with 2 away. 0-1 to Murad. Ball 1 a bit high. One, 2 count now. Ball 2 just outside. And swing and a miss. The inning is over. So after giving up those 2 runners, Bartetsky is able to get out of the inning. He'd come on in relief for Brumbaugh. Start. 1 run on 1 hit, or no runs on 1 hit. 2 left aboard. Bottom of the 7th right after this. Joe Olsavsky is going to take the mound this inning for the Pioneers, making his debut. He's having some good bullpen sessions, including one where he apparently threw 90 miles an hour. So he'll get a trust here. Top of the 7th, about to get underway. One 0. Ball 1. Ball 2 now. Swing and miss, strike one. Trotta now up. Except he's been pinch hit for number 2. Two on the Trotta replacement. That one's on the outside low corner, strike 2. Fouled away, count stays 2-2. Three, 2 now. And Olsavsky gets his first strikeout here, retiring the number 2. Surse coming up unless he's also been pitch hit for. Number 3 is now up, and this is another pinch hitter, it looks like. No, Hitman's up. Okay, wow, no, hold on. It's Hitman. I don't even know. Honestly, we're not even going to try to keep score at this point. We're just going to tell you what it is when batters come up because everything's been thrown up. I don't know how many people just, yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And strike 3. So he's going to get him down on 3 straight pitches. That'll get 2 away here. Olsavsky doing a great job out of the bullpen. Now to add the first out. And 2 away, top of the 7th. Now stepping up is number Trotta coming up. That one popped up. And Olsavsky gets under it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Olsavsky. The side is retired. We'll be back. Bottom of the 7th. Pioneers still trail by 2. Bottom of the 7th underway for the Pioneers. Leading off is Charnetsky. Let's see what Charnetsky can do this time around. He had a tough strikeout back in the 5th. It was an electric 6th inning. Pioneers got in position but weren't able to score. Pioneers did back in the other one. 1-0 count. Count. Hit by pitch. Runner gets a free base. Looked inside, but that time did just go too far inside. Charnetsky gets aboard. Tying run at the plate now. Still a 4-2 game. Odom up here. He's got a runner on first, no one out. Chance for Pioneers to really get some offense going. Odom enters this at bat 0 for 2. Ball 1. Two-0 count now. Pickoff not in time. Count goes 3-0 here. Odom really ahead. Do see some action in the bullpen. Could see a pitching change eventually, especially if things get a little more dangerous. Odom, the 3-0 count. One more pitch away from getting aboard. No outs in the bottom of the 7th. That time it goes over the zone. Strike 1, 3-0, of course, very much a take count. And fouled away, 3-2. Runner aboard, 3-2 count. Fouled away again. Odom keeping alive. Three-two count. And ball 4. Odom's going to get aboard. Chris Bear comes up with 2 aboard. Here's a pitcher's conference. Wonder if they're going to make a pitching change. Yep, they do take the ball. That'll be the day done for... Honestly, I do apologize. Spartakis, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. At this point, we'll wait and see who the new pitcher is as he's going to warm up. 2 aboard for the Pioneers. Chance to try to get back into this. Bear up next. We're back here at historic Dunfield. Number 34 taking the mound. He's a lefty, so that'll actually give an advantage to the Pioneers. Bear, Smith, Wayman due up. We're discussing Pioneers hitting much better against lefty pitchers than righty ones. That trend continues here. We could see some serious changes in fortunes for your Pioneers. Here's Bear. That's a ball outside, ball one. One, two. Here's the 1-2 count. What can Bear do here? The bottom of the seventh. Fouled away. Bear stays alive. That one's fouled away, but stays foul. Almost a chance there in right field for Patchett to try to get it. And by the way, in that previous inning, I mentioned pinch hitters. There wasn't any pinch hitters. It was just stat keeping issues. Just again, with everything going on, won't be able to record other team stats accurately. Thankfully, it's not my job to, but I just usually keep it for better stat keeping. I'll just be telling you who's up and who's doing things. Pioneers, however, I've still got going well. Now 1-2 again for Chris Bear. Bear, of course, we mentioned he's 1 for 2 with a walk. He also has a run. That one's chopped foul. One, two for Chris Bear. And strike three. Bear goes down swinging. The first out of the inning. Here comes Cooper Smith now. In the dirt, both runners going to go, both now in scoring position. Runners nearly going home, but Charnetsky not going to risk it. 1-0 count, both runners now in a dangerous position. That's going to be a drive deep to center field. Not going to get behind, but should bring home a run. That's caught. Runner stays at second, and it will be a sacrifice fly. 2 away, but Cooper Smith gets an RBI. It brings Charnetsky home. Odom on second. 2 away, 4-3 game. Pioneers still showing some signs of life. Two-way, here comes Frank Wayman. You could say lefty-lefty disadvantage for most lefty batters, but Wayman's been pretty solid so far this season. In fact, he was even able to get a single against the first lefty who was in the game. Strike, wait, ball one. That was close. That's inside, ball one, or two. Here's Bobby Marsh, 2 away. And now, after that play from Wayman, a runner's on. Ball gets away, but no one's moving, 1-0. Ball in the dirt, 2-0. Pickoff throw doesn't work. So that runner's going to get to third. He's being held up. Runner's at second and third now. So a little bit of chaos at the end of that play. Fleming tried a pickoff attempt to try to get a runner out at first, but instead Wayman's back safe. The ball goes wild. So on an errant throw, Odom at third, Wayman to second. That's already one error. And now Bobby Marsh has got 2 runners in a dangerous scoring position. 2-0 count. That's going to be grounded sharply to the pitcher, but they're going to say it rolled foul at first. 2-1. 3-1. Bobby Marsh could get on base here. Marsh rips it to second. That'll tie the game. It gets in the outfield. Runner rounding third. Wayman heading home. Safe. Pios take the lead. Marsh to second. Pios taking the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. It has been a comeback. A tough game, but Bobby Marsh 2 RBI. Single. Fielder's choice gives him to second. It's hard to pay attention. I've been dealing with a lot of connection issues. But that is one that you have to look at. You can't look away. You can't miss that. Bobby Marsh giving the Pios a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. He worked a good count, and he converts. He takes the lead for the amount of RBIs this season. That'll bring up Johnny Wall with a man on second. 2 away. They're not taking out the pitcher yet, but they're just going to tell him that if he surrenders another hit, it'd probably be out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And swing and a miss, strike 2. So disappointing start right here for Johnny Wall. But Pios already have the lead. They did what they needed to do. Olsavsky, I think, is going to get another shot in the top of the 8th. That's up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Rounding, heading home is Bobby Marsh. 6-4 Pioneer lead. A RBI single from Cooper Smith. An RBI from Marsh. Another RBI from Marsh. And an RBI now from Johnny Wall. 4 runs. And that'll also be the day done for number 34. Never caught his name, unfortunately, with everything going on. But a disappointing end for his night. And right now, he'll be rewarded with the loss. Someone new will come from the bullpen looking to finish it out. Joe Muzio now up with a runner on first. 6-4 lead for the Elmira Pioneers. Still the bottom of the 7th. You can catch the Pioneers tomorrow night. We're right back. Final warm-up pitches here, and the umpires are discussing, I think, really quickly with the Geneva Red Wings. I don't know whether it was about. Is it for one of the pitching changes? And there's also going to be a discussion with Coach Drum. So lengthy discussions, no idea what about. Muzio, first pitch is going to be ball one. Very early take for Muzio here. Pioneers Dunfield, I think, a little bit more excited. Pioneers got the lead. Runner's going to go. The throw, that goes way behind. So, in what was actually a pretty risky play, Wall pays off. So, 2-0 to Muzio, I believe. Muzio lines that to the line. All the way to right field. Gets by him. Muzio rounding two. It's an RBI. Muzio being told to stay at two. An RBI double. And the hits keep coming. Phelps comes up. And it is a 7-4 ball game. Pioneers taking a late lead here and now expanding it. It's been their best inning of the season, 5 runs. And they've just found some well-timed and well-placed hits. 2 away still, but that'll bring up Lucas Phelps. First pitch taken, strike one. Stepping off really quickly. We'll be right back. One count now. Lucas Phelps still in the at-bat. Just steps back really quickly. just wanted to take an extra second. That extra second's taken. Here's Phelps. That one's going to be driven. Deep left field. Is that over the man? It is. Forget over the man. It's off the wall. It's an RBI double. Lucas Phelps. That one hit it among the signs. I almost thought that was our first domer of the season. Instead, it's just another RBI double. We saw Marsh get an RBI single, which he got second on a fielder's choice. Could be graded a double. And now, Muzio and Phelps at RBI doubles. Gil Murad is up with 2 away and a runner on second. I even forgot to put that runner on second earlier. An 8-4 lead, and at this point, the Red Wings are just letting their man finish the inning. They also might have been told just not to make more pitching changes. Gil Murad, 2 away. He's already got a hit, but he also struck out twice. That is outside, ball 1. 1-0 count for Gil Murad. That one's away 2-0. I forgot to change the score. It is an 8-4 Pioneers lead. The offense absolutely blowing up. Dunfield getting loud. Let's let Dunfield do the talking. Rest is at bat. And with that, the 8th inning finally comes to an end. But one runner gets stranded. I know the Pioneers will be so disappointed about that one stranded runner because they only managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and scored 6 times. They now lead 8-4. The Pioneers still leading. And here's Joe Olsavsky. He's back in the bottom of the 8th. Or top of the 9th. Actually, no, it's the top of the 8th. Yeah, it's the top of the 8th. Whoops. This graphic was reading top of the 8th for a while. It's now officially the top of the 8th. It was the bottom of the 7th before. Honestly, everything's just lost today, but this game probably isn't for the Pioneers. Joe Olsavsky is going to be tasked with trying to close this out and said, we'll just keep it quiet for a second. We won't even show you the graphic. Remember, you can buy tickets at that number. Top of the 8th now. We are back now, top of the 8th. First pitch from Olsavsky. That is up high, ball 1. fouled away. And the 34 is actually now at the plate. He was, I think, moved into the infield after getting taken off the mound. So that probably was what the big holdup was back in the bottom of the 7th when that change was made. Olsavsky strike 2. Again, that low zone being pretty killer. That one fouled away. One, two now. Ooh, Olsavsky, a little break there, but just not enough. Outside ball 2. Three, two now. And strike 3. He's got up and he's down looking. And that was just inside. That's the first out of the inning. That one's popped up. Should be playable. Marsh getting under it. Marsh can't get it. It is foul, though, so it's just strike 1. Muzio had a similar ball, but actually remained fair. Good try by Marsh to try to pick that up. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. So Olsavsky. Now, I was talking with Coach Drum and the coaches earlier. And they had mentioned to expect Olsavsky out of the pen. Because apparently yesterday he had hit 90 in bullpens. And might be a new part of their relieving corps. 1-2. Drum also said expect some new pitchers to be joining the Pioneers eventually. Still some logistical things left with that. But for now, they can also said expect Alex Lucchini to make a return. He played on the Pioneers last season. Not confirmed to return yet, but that's one of the names who he says he'll expect tipped away. So staying alive here. It's number 26. It's Patchett. So actually, Surse was on the mound, and currently he's in line for the loss. So they switched him back to the field afterwards. Count 2-2. Dunfield getting loud. Let's crank it up. Never mind, it's wide back down. 2-2 now. Here's Patchett. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. And Olsavsky's stuff on fire. Pioneers leading 8-4. 0-1. That one's popped up, but foul, 0-2. Despite Wall's best efforts, not able to come up with that. Count 1 and 2 now. Ball 2 just outside. Good attempt by Gil Murad to frame it. Swing and a miss. And maybe, just maybe, Olsavsky, a secret weapon out of the bullpen for Andrew Drum. We'll be back bottom of the 8th after this. Olsavsky gets him down in order again. He's been very good. And Pioneers still with a 4-run lead. This time we will cut back to the ticket screen. Remember, get yourself some Pios tickets. And also you can still call about season tickets. There's still a very good deal at this part of the season. Charnetsky leading off for the Pioneers. He was hit by a pitch and scored in his last at-bat. He's facing the final pitcher to have come on. And he's going to drive that one deep left field. That's likely extra bases. Yes, that is. It's off the wall. Charnetsky pulling up with a double. In there standing to lead off the bottom of the 8th. There's some activity in the bullpen for the Red Wings. But at this stage, I do have a feeling they might just want to keep number 16 in and keep him going. I do apologize, just with everything going on, logistically, connection, I won't be able to get you his name. If you're a Red Wing fan, you'll be able to know that very well. It's just everything's kind of going wrong in broadcast tonight. And Unfortunately for any Red Wings fans, things have gone wrong in the field recently for them, but for the Pioneers, things finally turning up right. That one's going to be popped up unless it lands in no man's land from Odom. It will. So on the first pitch of the very next at bat, Odom pops one up and just not read cleanly enough. 2 are now aboard. Didn't even have time to update the graphic previously. No one out. The Pioneers are known to have left it late. They've always been a later hitting team, getting runs, getting support and everything late in the game. But this really takes it to the next level. Trailing 4-2, turning it into an 8-4 victory right now. Still some time left. The bullpen collapse could still come, but obviously Pioneers hoping to avoid it. Olsavsky looks good. Players like Champa are rested and ready to go for the bullpen if you need. Swing and a miss there. Chris Bear, of course, he's back up top of the order. But back in that previous inning, it was RBIs from Smith on a sacrifice. Marsh 2, Wall 2, Muzio 1, Phelps 1. To bring in all 6 runs for the Pioneers. That one's going to be grounded. Picked up. Throw to first in time. That's out number 1, but it works like a sacrifice. Both runners advance. It's just what Coach Drum has said, when things all come together, solid pitching, solid hitting, solid defense, they can be dangerous. Most of the season so far, the Pioneers have only found 1 or 2 of the things. So far, they found good pitching. Hunter Kendall had a great outing. Ziv Gar had a couple issues in the bullpen, but overall still kept it relatively close. And then Joseph Olsavsky's come in, and he's been lights out. Smith, swing and miss, strike 1. Might be bad news for Olsavsky. And if he can't take as many plate appearances now, that he's going to likely see some more bullpen action. But the good news is that these off days will likely become his key bullpen days. Throwing 90 in bullpen, transferring that to the game. Here's the 0-1. That one's well inside. Good job by Fleming to keep on it. 1-1. One out here, 2 aboard. Pioneers only stranded 1 run in that previous inning. Wouldn't like to strand 2 here, regardless of their current lead. Smith gets set up. That's likely a sacrifice if it falls. They will send the runner. No, he's going to hold. Throw in, caught by Fleming. Sharnetsky keeping it smart there. 2 away. Here comes Frank Wayman again. By the way, the Pioneers will take the road to Jamestown tomorrow. 0-3 in the season series. One 0. And the dirt ball 2. That was low again. Framing up 3-0. On deck, of course, Bobby Marsh. Do see Marsh there. Don't think he's going to get pinch hit for. 3-0 for Wayman. Wayman's going to chop that. Goes to third. Picked up. The throw gets away. 2-run score, but those will also come on the error. Wayman, he's going to still go to 3. They finally field it. Wayman in with an error. Triple. Clears the bases. Those do count as 2 RBI. Both Charnetsky and Odom score. Now runners only on third for Bobby Marsh. 10-4 lead for the Pioneers. First time the Pioneers have scored 10 runs in a game. Still 2 away, bottom in the 8th. And keep in mind, it was with 2 outs in the 7th where the Pioneers had just kept putting the offense on. They just throw it to second just to complete the step off. Because you got to do that when you step off the mound. Otherwise, it's a balk. And at this point, again, you don't want to necessarily give a balk because Frank Wayman would just say, don't mind if I do. He'd get home free. First pitch now to Bobby Marsh. Marsh, he rips that to right field, but that should end the inning. It will. Pioneers extend their lead with 2 runs off an error and throw on a Frank Wayman play. It's just 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on. 10-4 Pioneer lead. Last chance saloon for the Red Wings coming up right after this. Top of the 9th, ready to go very quickly here. Joe Olsavsky returns to the mound. He's likely set to finish this game unless things get out of hand. But for now, he's done very, very well. If he's got enough stamina, I wouldn't be surprised if Odom or if Drum wants him in the starting rotation. That one's going to be shot down right, but foul. No chance for anyone to get there. Over on that side is Cooper Smith and Chris Bear and also Bobby Marsh. 0-1. 2 outs to go, or 3 outs to go for a Pioneer victory. They would improve to 4-7. Red Wings would go to 3-6. Now it's going to be grounded. Picked up by Wall at third, and what a play by Wall with his bare hand, getting the first out of the 9th inning. 2 outs to go till a Pioneer victory. And I will say, actually, nice conditions out here in Dunfield. Against Jamestown down the loss, it was extremely buggy out with a lot of flies all around, but I think the flies called in sick today, which is great for fans. They don't have to deal with them exiting the stadium and exiting the seats. And I think they'll be going home extra happy as the Pioneers currently lead by 6. Can Olsavsky secure the victory? And yes, he will be the winning pitcher. Strike 1. Now here's the 0-1. After that one was strike one. That one's going to be popped up. Should be playable unless it gets down. Getting under it, making the play is Cooper Smith. And good for Cooper. We know that Cooper has had one or two little fumbles in the outfield. A lot of them not his fault, just tough to see in the sun or just tough running plays. But he comes up with it here. 1 out. Final out, potentially up here, 2 away. Top of the ninth. He didn't go. They check over at first, and they say he held up. And strike one. And oof, that one a hit by pitch. That's disappointing. It puts a runner aboard. Sign of life with 2 outs here for Geneva. But still very much Pioneers control. There's been crazier comebacks in the past. I mean, the Pios did score 6 runs in the 7th inning. But Olsavsky just has one job, get that final out. Jelpy up here. Jelpy earlier had a single. He's also had a walk. And oof, tough one, ball 1. Murad tried framing that as a strike, but just they called outside. That one's popped up. Getting under its bear. Olsavsky, but no, it's going to be Lucas Phelps, and that does it. Olsavsky. That's the name you didn't expect on the mound, but he was just what the Pioneers needed. His 3 innings of work secure a Pioneer victory against the Geneva Red Wings. Final score is 10-4. The final line scored 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error for your Pioneers. 4 runs and 5 hits and 4 errors for the Red Wings. Taking a look at it, I'm pretty sure Surst was on the mound and would get the loss. Olsavsky gets the win. Kendall also had 5 very good innings of 2-run ball. He gets a no decision, but continues to have a strong start to the season. Not sure whether his ERA will go up or down. Pioneers ecstatic on the victory. It came in the 7th inning. Back with some huge plays. Cooper Smith sac fly. Bobby Marsh, 2 RBI double. Johnny Wall had an RBI single. Muzio had an RBI single. Phelps an Muzio RBI double. Phelps RBI double. And then, in the bottom of the 8th, we saw a 2 RBI single from Wayman. He gets to 3rd off of errors. So that'll do it here at Historic Dunn Field. I'm Taylor Storworthy. Thank you for watching. A crazy game, and the Pioneers have done it. They have gotten back in the win column again, proving to 4-7. Coach Drum said in our interview that he feels this team could be contenders. They just need to get things right, and tonight they certainly did. Undoubtedly the best win of the season. We will see you next time. I'm Taylor Storworthy. This is Elmira Pioneer Baseball. Tomorrow night, you can catch us in Jamestown.